E aí pessoal, hoje estou com mais um vídeo e estou gravando The Little Acre. Esse jogo lançou em 2016, mas é como um jogo novo e não há de ser que entrou no Game Pass. Se vocês não sabem, entrou alguns jogos novos no Game Pass, que foi o PES 2021, Decisões e o The Little Acre que estou gravando hoje. Desculpa não ter gravado essa semana, pessoal, porque não sabia o que gravar. Então, pessoal, já deixando o like e se inscreva no canal também. E estarei trazendo mais vídeos para vocês, ok, pessoal? E se vocês quiserem uma segunda parte, cliquem aí no joinha. Então, vou criar aqui logo. O jogo tá em inglês pra falar, eu acho.
I awoke to the sounds of Lily's gentle snores as they drifted across the bedroom loft. She was still fast asleep, and I needed to keep it that way, or suffer the consequences. Creaky floorboards meant that the simple act of getting dressed would require a little ingenuity.
Não sei bem o que é o que eu preciso fazer aqui. Calça, suéter. Vamos as calças aqui.
My trousers were just out of reach. My boots were nearby, but I needed to put on my trousers first. This wasn't my first rodeo.
Cara? Nossa, esse jogo assim é de decisão mesmo. Tava pensando que era decisão mesmo.
Couldn't do anything about the sweater while Lily was still culling it. Morning,
Mas é de
Dougal.
decisão, cara.
Yoink.
Agora a gente tem o grafeto. Vamos buscar o grafeto para pegar as calças. Nossa, que inteligente.
Huh? Yeah. Lily made a fish and marmalade sandwich for me the day before. I didn't have the heart to refuse, but I wasn't about to eat it.
Voltar pro Douglas.
Oh, that stinks.
Vou pegar as botas.
Boots? Check.
Não tem nada, parece. Será que se agora... Espera aí, deixa eu tentar pegar o grafeto. Tentar pegar o suéter.
Even with the stick, I couldn't reach that far.
Ai,
I'd freed my sweater from Lily's clutches,
caralho.
but I was still out of reach. I'd freed my sweater from Lily's clutches, but I was still out of reach. Even with the stick, I couldn't reach that far. I couldn't leave. I wasn't even dressed yet.
Não, o que tu quer?
I should be able to get the trajectory right.
Caraca, esse jogo é difícil demais.
Ah, Dougal was happily grazing on my sweater. I had to wait until his mouth was open. Ah, Dougal was happily grazing on my sweater.
Ah,
I had to wait until his mouth was open. Ah, Dougal was happily grazing on my sweater. Any more rolling and I'd see that sandwich again.
ah,
Ah, Dougal was happily grazing on my sweater.
tem o cara feito pra ele. Mas eu só tinha
That was my cue
tentado.
to sneak out of there.
Então vamos que eu penso em você agora. A cabeça aí é claro, né? Mas para luz. Olha eu aqui, eu tô andando. Mas
Dad's compactable footstool seemed like a great idea. I wasn't sure why it hadn't taken off.
Mas é meio estranho ao mesmo tempo, é sério. Aquela família que apareceu no início.
I picked up the jug. I'd need water to make Lily's breakfast.
Tá bom.
Cooking utensils hung from the wall by the fire, for now at least. I'd recently made Lily a small wooden sword so she'd have something else to swing around. Lily's dress was hanging from the line. I didn't need to take it down for her. She developed her own technique for that.
Cadê a sarra? Eu acho que a gente deveria colocar o banquinho lá no farol.
I've had better ideas. I don't think that would have helped. If I went back up there, I'd wake Lily, and I did not want to do that.
Entrei nessa porta.
Dad, where are you? Dad left his jacket behind. Sometimes his work would make him forget the little things, like wearing a jacket outside, or eating. Dad made his own generator to power his workshop. As with his other inventions, he just refused to explain how it worked. It looked like there was something missing, but I hadn't figured out what.
Olha lá aqui. Encaixe. Bloco de notas.
The funnel allowed for coolant to be added. It looked like something important was supposed to go in the slot. The notes indicated that the water could be topped up via the funnel. I presume the machine wouldn't work without coolant.
E você pode usar o sarro.
I don't think that would have helped. I had to admit, some of Dad's inventions really were inspired. Didn't really stop to think where my dad got the mask or why he wanted it. I was pretty sure I could put it to good use though. Lily left Sir Fuzzlepuff here a while ago with strict instructions to report to her immediately if he saw her grandfather.
Vamos sair. Vamos sair aqui. Cara, que eu tenho o máximo.
I don't think that would have helped. The doors of the cupboard where we kept the dishes were tight closed. For all the good it did, I'm pretty sure Lily chewed through them last time.
Cara, vou tentar chegar aqui, a gente consegue. Ah,
I don't think that would have helped. I think you relocated so you won't be responsible for waking Lily. You and me both, buddy. Lily's dress was hanging from the... Take it down for her. Nah. I've had better ideas.
essa porta eu ainda não tinha aberto. Opa.
I only ever saw the transmitter active on a few occasions. During those times, Dad would have kept the shed door locked tight. I needed something to collect the water first. I needed something to
Então
collect the
aqui a
water.
gente coleta água. Não, eu quero o sarro. Aqui. Vamos coletar água.
The pump handle had snapped, leaving only a small section of it protruding from the pump. There was a solid block of wood next to the pump. The handle could be replaced later. I needed a temporary workaround. There was a solid block of wood next to the pump. I've had better ideas. Dad converted the garden shed into his personal workshop when he decided he wanted to work for himself. He'd normally spend every waking hour in there, inventing, tinkering, but it'd have been days, and there was no sign of him. The door wasn't locked, but something was blocking on the other side.
Cara, esse jogo é difícil demais, é sério.
The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I hadn't figured out how it worked yet, though. It wasn't your average generator. It looked like the pitchfork had fallen from its resting place. I couldn't see a thing, and the idea of walking around a room in the dark, where my father invented things, made me nervous.
Vamos sair?
The pitchfork wasn't heavy enough by itself to make the handle push. Yet another impressive feat of engineering.
Aí sim.
Well, well, well.
Acho que agora a gente pega água aqui.
I only ever saw the transmitter. During those times,
Tá
Dad would have
bom, eu
kept...
pensei que tinha alguma coisa que eu não tinha visto. Mas eu acho que é simples levar água onde... naquele quarto do pai dele. Bora lá. Aqui.
The funnel allowed for coolant to be added.
Não era aqui? Tá bom. Vamos sair.
Cooking utensils hung from the wall had recently made... I've had better ideas. I don't think that would have helped.
Eu acho que a gente precisa levar lá no selador, será? Vamos ir naquela caixa lá.
The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I haven't figured out how it worked yet, though. It wasn't your average generator. I don't think that would have helped. Nah.
Apertei sem querer.
The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I haven't figured out how it worked yet, though. It wasn't your average generator.
Pessoal, acho que eu vou deixar o vídeo por aqui, então espero que tenham gostado. Deixe o like e se inscreva no canal, porque será interessante mais vídeos para vocês. Ok, pessoal? Tchau!